This Vox Cascadia is brought to you by kind donations from viewers like you, as well as the Portland Rain Appreciation Society, the Human Fund, and the Warhammer Fanatics Everywhere Club, and most of all, viewers like you. Thank you.
We're PBS all of a sudden.
You're PBS, yeah, because I watched an old documentary on YouTube, and it had the PBS intro, and I remembered the PBS intro was it's like a weird thing where I think a lot of people kind of remember that because we all watched, Sesame Street or some shit growing up.
I still listen to NPR all the time.
That too, yeah. I mean, like my dad listens to NPR, so anytime I'm in the car with him, I hear some like, "Oh yes, jazz music." Like,
How old is your dad?
He was born in 1969.
Nice. So 57.
Yeah, I couldn't do math right there.
The only reason I could do that is because it's 10 years older than me. So
yeah.
So,
I didn't realize until like a couple years ago. My parents had me when they were old. Old, especially for like the late 90s. But my mom was 30. My dad was 29 when I was born.
Yeah, I think my dad was about 30 when I was born.
And then they were crazy and had like two more kids when they were like almost 40.
See, that's the crazy part.
Yeah. Anyways, it's the Vox Cascadia podcast. It's going to be even more unhinged than normal because Chuck's just only got me. So let's go. Hopefully, Tyler sadly couldn't make it. We hope you're doing good, buddy. Hopefully, whatever's going on is nothing too hectic and that everything works out.
Yeah. So welcome everyone. It's we're gonna go kind of off the cuff tonight. We got to what's with the fucking knife, Connor?
I'm cutting open a Warhammer package.
What's in the box?
Well, what here you do what you were gonna say first, and then that can be our first topic. What's in the box?
Yeah. So we're just gonna be it's gonna be a variety hour tonight. We've got a couple little topics. There's not anything huge going on.
Where the hell's our kill team box at?
Yeah, we didn't get a reveal this weekend. We should get a balanced data slate either tomorrow or next week. So
we really should start recording these on Wednesday nights instead of Tuesday.
No, because then I don't have time to edit them and get them out. If you want to start doing the editing, I am all for that.
I'll have AI do it.
Yeah, I mean, like we should just brought AI Tyler in. Actually, is what we should have done. So should have fed our videos through an AI generator and had AI Tyler join us for the meeting.
I do think that could be a fun thing to do if AI wasn't like super unethical in every sense. But like, I do like the idea of like, what would a computer distill as our three distinct personalities?
Well, so full disclosure, we do use a little bit of AI on the show every once in a great while to help with the audio. But that's just
that's like an ethical AI, it's not like a generative AI type of thing.
Yeah. So, and when we did it, if you go back and listen to, I think it was like episode, I don't know, like 80 or something. Tyler and I did the road show when we were heading up to Beans tournament, and we tried recording in the car, and the recording setup we had only had one channel essentially too. So when I fed that single thing through AI, the AI got really confused about who was who, and so it like mixed our voices, and it's not like it's good content, it's horrible audio. So if you ever want to know how we use AI, go listen to that episode. Beyond that, though, we don't do anything else. If you can tell by the horribly generated thumbnails that I make for you.
I actually think your thumbnails are pretty damn good. You've improved a lot. You're getting better every week, and they're solid thumbnails.
Thank you. I'll throw in here on the video old thumbnails because the first few thumbnails when we were on YouTube, I was just beating my head against a rock, and I actually had to watch like a video or two to figure out how to kind of make a thumbnail, and now they're okay. And if you follow along with us, they're very clickbaity lately. Because that's apparently what we got to do on YouTube to get the views.
Let me do some like default.
There you go.
Faces you can clip those and put them in, like, because you got to have those Mr. Beast faces. That guy's like a fucking sociopath, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I've never watched his videos. I just see like the news stories about him and like articles of people or like interviews about him. And I feel like he's a homunculus of like a person. He doesn't seem to have a personality beyond like, I need to make more money, which I know is like a lot of rich people, but just people work with him and say like he doesn't have a soul, and that feels weird to say about someone. But when you have multiple people saying it about you, that raises a slight flag to me. Sorry, Mr. Beast, but
I mean, I've never watched a second of Mr. Beast's content. I mean, other than like on somebody else just riffing on why Mr. Beast sucks now. So I can't really tell, but just kind of like he does look kind of dead behind the eyes, and like when he tries to smile, it just kind of like it just the like an AI robot trying to replicate a smile. Early, like we're talking like early Will Smith eating spaghetti days.
That is, I remember when like there was a 1 year difference in showing like how far it had advanced from the Will Smith eating spaghetti to like it's probably like the end of 24 at that point, and it was like it's crazy how much it's improved, and it's not great, man. Like, yeah. Well,
did you hear the story? Did you see the story in Wired today about the guy from India who had been created? He created an AI like MAGA influencer personality. It's just this like stereotypical hot blonde,
hot blonde woman type of thing. Like,
eventually
I love God and Trump.
That's what it was, and people were like sending him money and stuff, and you'll have to take a look
good
at the
for that article. Guy. Like, if you're gonna scam people,
I mean, the government's a scam. Why can't we scam people?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why you should subscribe to our Patreon at Vox Cascadia Podcast.
Yeah, we our grift is much better than theirs. No, it's we should really start like a MAGA grift. No, there's
you've already got a clip of me saying I hate women, and now you're gonna have a second one from me just saying that. So
thank you, Connor.
Oh boy, what have I done?
Yeah. All right, what's in the box, buddy?
What's in the box? It's boring. There's nothing exciting, which is a bummer. I don't know if you can read that.
Something stalkers.
The K-Knight Shadow Stalkers. It's those kind of like dark elves, I guess. I don't quite know Age of Sigmar lore, but it's the Warcry box because it was funny. Someone was talking about the Warcry teams, and me and Tyler were both like, all of them are great. Buy them now. This one. But I needed the leader's helmets. If you know Olivia Shrumini, she's got their podcast, but she used them for their mandrakes, and I'm using the helmet of the leader for my Corsair Psyker because it looks really cool.
So you didn't plug her podcast for like 3 straight weeks, and now you're just gonna do it every time? Just is that what it is?
Yeah, to make up for women, to prove I am an ally of women everywhere. Yes,
that's how you can do it. Okay. Yeah. The one Warcry team that really stood out to me was, I think it's a Warcry team. Maybe it's Underworlds actually. Is the Rats.
There's a few of them.
Well, the one where they're like in the sewers.
Is it the one with like the little General Grievous dome car?
Dome car?
Or not dome, but like wheel vehicle he's riding in?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm curious because I think I know what you're talking about, where they're like on a pipe or something. I think that is Underworld's warband.
Clan Eshin, is that it? No, that's AOS. No. Anyways, that team was, every one of them was like Splinter, like Ninja Rat in the sewers, and looked pretty awesome. So.
Is it this one right here? Where did the photo just go? This one.
What's it called?
I don't know. I just I posted it in this chat. This is the Spite's Claw Swarm.
No, that's not them either. That's an old one too. I gotta figure out which one it is. Yeah. Now just everybody gets to listen to us Google stuff. So
yeah. Here's all. Here we go. The one on the left, I'm willing to bet.
Let's take a look here. Yes, I think
don't
so. I mean, those guys, the guys that are like, you got a guy with like, they all got really cool poses. They got guys like jumping off, like, guy standing on a pipe. You got a guy with a big old net. What's the name of that team?
I'm trying to figure that out. Is it Spite Claw Swarm? No, that's the one. It's not Zigkit's Tunnel Pack. It might be Scabix. No, that's the Nurgle ones. I don't know.
Right. Well, I'm gonna put up a picture. Jump in the comments and tell us why we're dumb, and we are dumb in the specific reason. So, but you can tell us what the name of this team is. Don't tell them. We need we need people to correct us on the internet. That's how you get engagement. That's how you get clicks. You say dumb stuff on the internet, and people are like, actually. So, we need the engagement. So you bought that box for what? Just the heads?
One head in the entire box.
Single solitary head.
Chuck, I bought a Corsair's Combat Patrol for 1 bit. Okay, this is a better deal by a dozen metrics.
What was the Corsair's Combat Patrol bit that you needed?
This bad boy. There we go. And I needed for my Corsairs. Where's the model? It's in this little box. I'll have to send you an actual photo at some point. But it's for the jetpack troops. They come with a little guy, kind of with a hook here. You can kind of see standing out in the arm. And I wanted that on my Shade Runner. And it also came with the Corsairs in it. So like that's 2 for 1. There's most of the bodies. So but yeah, I specifically bought that because I didn't want to buy the super expensive one where it came with like twice as much, and I'm still probably gonna pick that up anyways because Corsairs are a fun kit.
I do like the new. I've always liked the Corsairs. That's one that I have built, and I really wish that I would have taken the time to actually paint before they got declassified.
Rip.
Yeah, I really like those sculpts that they have.
They're a fantastic kit.
I've always really liked the team. I haven't played
team's fun too.
Too much. Team's fun too. A lot of gotchas though.
Yeah, not as much it seems. They don't have that like counter charge when you get too close, which is nice, but they still have some crazy fun. They're elves. They're gonna have a little bit of bullshit. That's just kind of their faction MO.
Did they get rid of the like counter charge piece?
Yeah, that is no longer a firefight ploy. You have one where you can fall back for free. You have one where you can still like I don't need control of an objective or like to do it. And like 2 more, but they don't have the counter charge, which is nice because that always got me despite playing Corsairs like every other week.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some updates. So we've been talking about the Portland Immigrants Rights Coalition and the fundraising we've been doing through our community, and we're at $900 right now. So and this is going to be the day this goes up will be the last day that we accept donations. If we can get another $100, Nick is going to paint something. My buddy Shirt, we put a bunch of pictures in the last episode, is going to paint something up to raffle off at Kill Scream 5, which is coming up October 24th and 25th here in Portland, Oregon. So far the tally is Tyler has to paint something ridiculous and big with just acrylics. I have to paint something, and maybe Connor, you can help me figure out what to do. It's not going to be big and ridiculous in oils. Sean is going to paint a Celestine's kill team up for Sean Ross is going to paint that up for Kill Scream, and then if we get another $100, Nick's going to paint something up too. And I think we're going to all the things we paint are probably going to be raffle prizes for Kill Scream. So Connor, what should I paint? Because I'm not going to paint something large and ridiculous.
How big are we talking?
I'm thinking maybe a character, but like I'm thinking like Space Marine Captain is
yeah. What about like 3 characters?
How about like, a character?
How about like not as well as you'd paint a character, but still like 80% effort, but you do 3 blade guards.
3 blade guards.
Not like it gets in a bunks.
When I just do a captain, like 1 blade guard.
Because 3 blade guards is more fun because you get to put a little bit more pizzazz in them.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I've got some blade guards painted.
I'm sure you've got blade guard. I'd kit bash up some. We could do it as a dual project, so that way I can help because you're like Connor can paint a Skitarii, and I was like, I could, and then no one asked me about it again, so I'm just gonna skip 3 on this. Completely fine.
Well, now that you've volunteered yourself,
yes.
I appreciate that. So you're gonna paint up a Skitarii. Speaking of though, so we'll table that one. I'll put blade guard down as a solid maybe.
Blade Guard are a great kit. They're super fun to build. And like even people that aren't big Space Marine fans, I think like them. They're just cool models, like it's a dude in armor with a giant sword and shield. Like everyone loves that.
I did enjoy painting up the Blade Guard. I've got the set from the Indomitus box as well as the multi-part plastic set. So I've got like 6 of those dudes hanging out.
Hey Nick, you're going to be hearing this probably tonight, maybe depending on Chuck. I know he kind of sends it to you early to beta test audio stuff. You started watching Knight of the Seven Kingdoms because Nick finished The Wire. He loved it. Everyone should watch The Wire. But there's a bunch of cool knight armor in Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Chuck, you can paint 3 blade guard like the 3 main knights in Knight of the Seven Kingdoms to match their like color schemes.
We talked about the show that I'm going to watch next. Okay, it's not Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
No, God, no, Chuck, no.
It's Euphoria for Sydney Sweeney.
No, Chuck, no.
puppy dog
God, dude, that shit is like
OnlyFans.
we had a whole discussion yesterday about goon as a term because of Goonhammer's terrible name rebrand. Uh, and that entire scene is just like goon bait to the max. They're like, "Look, we have a hot blonde woman in scanty clothes. Come watch our show." And it's like, you can't be this desperate for views, can you? You're HBO. You're supposed to be premiere television.
I mean, I don't know. Did they put Sydney Sweeney in there for the acting?
I mean, I don't think she can act, period. Sorry to Sydney Sweeney, but I think she's kind of this hot, and that gets her a lot of good grace.
Yeah.
She's no Sabrina Carpenter, though.
She's got great genes, is what I hear, though. So
yeah, that too. You know, she's like kind of a Nazi. Allegedly.
Kind of a Nazi, allegedly.
She allegedly doesn't want to discuss how that ad may have made her look like a Nazi. So, you know, it's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. We were talking about Skatari, talking about AdMech. Yesterday, they dropped a trailer for, what is it? Dark...
Dawn of War 4.
Dawn of War 4, and there's some AdMech in there.
Yeah.
So, and what did you think about that?
It was pretty cool. Most of it was what we had kind of already seen from the trailer. It was fun to see the tech priests. I think my favorite part was just a bunch of the rust stalkers walking down the stairs, because it's really cool to see them in motion, because they're just weird dudes. And I love me some rust stalkers, so that was really fun. But it was a cool looking trailer. Everyone was laughing that this Necrons don't got aim for shit because they were Stormtrooper aiming. But I'm excited. I'm not a big like RTS game guy. I don't know if Dawn of War technically is RTS or whatever it is. But you know, I like AoE too. But I'll probably pick that up and play the AdMech campaign at some point.
Yeah. What so who was in that? I saw, was that Call?
Or was no, that's just some tech priest. That's definitely not Call. Or at least I don't think it's supposed to be Call. It didn't.
So yeah, you had a big tech priest, and then you had, who was the other guy?
She's like an apprentice tech priest, I guess. She was less modified, so
yeah.
And she like sacrificed herself, maybe. Probably not.
And the internet was losing their mind, apparently, if you look into the comments about that, for good reason, of course. So
what?
Everybody's coming out and saying a bunch of racist stuff because there's
a person. My god.
Yeah. Can't we be normal people? Can we just like knock it the fuck off and like, yeah. No.
I didn't even think about that. So I'm kind of glad I didn't check the YouTube comments.
I didn't either.
Reddit was pretty excited from the little bit I saw. So
I saw something on Reddit today about how like everybody was losing their mind about it because they're pieces of shit. So
racism, it's so great. I love how much fascism is on the rise in my country.
Yeah, it's great. I got a game in yesterday with top tier Patreon Sam. So
are you in the coast or was he over in Portland?
He came up to Vancouver actually, and I didn't even realize this till he got here. So Sam's scene at the coast is not, there's not much kill team going on there. They played like some 1-page rules, and they play some like they did some Necromunda for a while, but he can't get people to play kill team to save his life. So anytime I'm down there, and you know, when he was up here, we got a game together. I didn't realize he drove all the way up here just to play with me.
You're a lucky son of a gun, Chuck.
I am. Yeah. So, you know.
So did you like completely demolish him and make the drive not worth his time?
I did.
Yeah, it was with my assistance, hopefully.
Yeah. Actually, no, I did. So I played Nemesis Claw. We played Sam brought Celestians. I can never get this. Celestians?
The new sisters.
The new sisters. Brought the new sisters that he's got painted up there. He painted them all in oils too. They look really nice. They're like a kind of a gold armor with like I think purple capes and stuff. We played Volcus Board 4. We played Secure, and I played Nemesis Claw for the first time. I'd never played as them. I played them quite a few times against them, and I demolished him. So, but what we found out is part of the reason that I demolished him is that we both missed a big rule interaction, and the ventriloquar is a psychic.
Chuck.
His actions are psychic, and sisters shut down psychics. So, and psychers. So, Sam figured it out this morning because I had turn 1. Sam moved up 3 of his sisters behind a piece of heavy, and I had my Melta and my ventriloquar behind I had moved up my ventriloquar, and I had switched his shield girl to engage with using the psychic action, which shouldn't have been able to do. Moved my Melt up, killed her, counteract, switched another, or had another one of his sisters dash out from around the barricade, counteract with my Melta again, killed them too. And then we realized that I shouldn't have been able to do any of that at all. So, but just a heads up, if you're playing against sisters, don't forget the psychic. There's not much psychic in the game, so
There's not
it
a
wasn't
ton,
something
no.
we really thought about.
Corsair,
we were thinking about, like, we had the whatever what's the leader's name?
I just call him the Pravian. I don't remember the actual one.
The Pravian.
It's the heresy term for a guy that allows you to bring robots as Marine. And since I have robots on my team, I'm like, that's an Iron Warriors Pravian.
All right. Whatever, the leader.
Sergeant. I don't know.
Yeah. He's got some psychic stuff. Like, he has, like, his prescient stuff is psychic. He's got a few things. So we were, like, looking for that interaction.
What is his name? I'm gonna look it up.
It's gonna bug me now too. So we were like looking at that interaction, but I didn't have any psychic weapons really, and we totally forgot that the ventriloquar, all his stuff is psychic, so shouldn't have been able to do that. But I don't think the
Visionary Night Lord's Visionary.
Yeah. Don't think the game. I think the game would have went better for Sam, but I think it still would have Sam's really trying to figure out this team and doesn't have enough time to get, like, it doesn't have anybody to get reps in with him. So if you're in Astoria or on the coast, go play with Sam.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. Go play games with him.
I did buy him dinner though, so
nice. What'd you guys get for dinner?
We got Thai food. So
nice.
There's a place called actually did Jenna a place called Wild Tiger. No, Wild Tiger with Thai Terrace. I don't know. Jenna went to Thai Terrace. So if you're in Vancouver, Thai Terrace is my favorite. And so Jenna went and picked up dinner for us. I paid, but she picked up dinner. Did I pay? No, maybe she paid, actually.
Wow. Stolen valor to the max here, Chuck. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, pretty much. So, and then as Sam was leaving, so Jen and I spent most of the weekend, like, working kind of in the yard, and she had a Monstera plant. You know what a Monstera is, Connor?
No, I'm Googling it.
Giant fucking plant. You'll probably recognize it once you bring it up. It's the plants that have, like, the kind of slits in the leaves.
Oh yeah, okay. The ones that look like dinosaur plants, kind of.
Yeah. And Jenna's had one of those for a while, and it needed to get, like, broken apart and put into smaller pots and stuff. So we spent most of the day working on that. Well, I gave Sam one of those, and as he was leaving, like, he took the plant and left and sent us a picture this morning showing that it's in his office at work, it looks like. And I had a notification on my camera, and I looked and I saw somebody walking away from the house, and I forgot that I had given Sam this plant. I just saw somebody with, like, a plant and a box, and I thought that somebody had taken one of our plants off our porch, because we've got some plants on the porch right now. And I didn't, and, like, it looked like an old person too, because Sam.
So now you're calling Sam
dresser.
old.
No, Sam is a very dapper dresser.
So he looks like an old person.
I saw, all I saw was suspenders, and I forgot that Sam wears suspenders, and I was thinking that somebody had come and stolen a plant off our porch. So it was 420, so it was
happy weed day, everybody.
Yeah. Who would be if you had to pick a team or an operative specifically that you think gets high in between missions? Celebrated 420. Who would that be for you?
The legionary psychic guy, Balefire Alkali. Like, I just feel like Psyker, like, you want some visions, so you're gonna, like, smoke up some indica or some shit to try and see into the warp. That, or like the new Space Wolf Psyker. The Ventriloquar, maybe, I guess, but he's not really using the warp so much. I guess he kind of is. I don't know.
I feel like every rattling.
Oh,
every
100%.
Single rattling.
I'm rereading or re-listening to The Hobbit, and yeah, I can see those little hobbits being freaky little fucks.
Well, they have, like, what is it, in Lord of the Rings, or is it Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, where Saruman yells at Gandalf about smoking his pipe weed?
I think probably Lord of the Rings. I don't think Saruman is in Hobbit. Mind you, only like 8 chapters in right now, so.
You said you're listening to it?
Yeah, I didn't realize that Spotify had audiobooks, and it's narrated by Andy Serkis. So I was like, fuck it, why not? While I'm painting up Marine or Warhammer, and I always liked The Hobbit. It was like one of the first books I read as a kid, so it's got a special place in my heart.
I'm trying to read The Hobbit. I've never read it before, and I picked up a Kindle, and I'm trying. I'm
proud of you for attempting to read for the first time in like a decade.
It's been longer than that, probably. Actually,
2 decades.
Probably read like one full book in the last like 10 years.
Oh my God, Chuck.
I don't read. I don't have the attention span. I get like the phones have like broken me. I can't do it.
You can't
I
do
got
it
like
anymore?
adult onset ADHD or something.
No. I hope you enjoy reading it. It's a fun book.
Well, we also, I think I mentioned this too. Jen and I, over the holidays, we watched all the Lord of the Rings extended edition, and
That's
then we
right.
watched
Did
The
you?
Hobbit.
Yeah.
And all I had heard about how The Hobbit is one book, and they made
Mhm.
it into like 3, 9 hours of movie, 8 hours of movie or whatever. And Lord of the Rings was like 3 books, and they made it into 3 movies.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to see like how much they added and how different it was from the movie. So that's part of the reason I started to actually to
Check
read
it
And
out.
it's interesting because, like, spoiler alert for a 80-year-old book, in a 20-year-old movie, like when you're reading The Hobbit. So in the movie The Hobbit, they go to the elf city and they hate the elves. They don't like the elves at all. They get like kidnapped by the elves. In the book,
It's
like
totally chill.
they're fine. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, this is great. They give us food and stuff. And so
And Elrond shows up and he's like, "Here's some cool ancient swords that you have. Here's their names." It's like a fun little time.
yeah, where in the movie they just like they get locked up and they have to like break out and do the
In the like stupid water
log
barrel
ride,
thing.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
which
thing that was
apparently was
supposed to be
filmed
a
in like
ride.
GoPros.
Oh, I didn't know that. But yeah, something
Yeah.
that's supposed to be a ride at Universal Studios in like a year.
Is it? Are they making one of those?
I'm like 90% sure it's already a ride.
Yeah. Well, one thing that is something of a ride. So, Connor, did you ever play Wordle?
Yes, I love Wordle.
Yeah. Did you get a streak going?
I did for a long time, and then they made Wordle cost money, and I said, fuck you, and so I stopped playing Wordle.
Yeah, I think it's because the guy sold it or whatever.
No, he
New
sold
York
it to the New
Times
York
or-
Times for a while, and it was still free on them. I had the little New York Times mini games app because me and my one friend would send daily updates to compete, and he was always really good at Wordle, but I would kick his ass at the crossword.
Yeah. Well, since this is the most Kill Team focused podcast, you're probably
Of all
wondering,
time.
like, what does this have to do with Kill Team? Well, our buddy Zack, Disregarding Dice, he
Streams
made
games.
He streams games. He went to the World Championships.
He's if they play Sisters, you've heard of him.
Yeah, he came on the podcast right when the Sisters came out and did a breakdown. He's actually also got now like a 2.5-hour breakdown on his own channel.
Yeah,
which I'll throw a link in the description.
Right here.
No, that's not the description. That's the screen.
I wanted it to pop up on the screen though, Chuck. You're supposed to.
All right, we'll see if I can make something. I'm gonna make a note. Pop stuff up for Connor.
Thank you.
So he made a app. It's a web page. And it's essentially Wordle, but for Kill Team. So we'll throw in some screenshots here. And essentially what you do is you can go to the website. We'll put a link in the show notes for the website. It's like KT. Hold on. What is the website?
Kill Teadle. Disregardingdice.com.
Yes. So Kill Teadle, KILLTEADLE.disregardingdice.com. And it's essentially, like I said, Wordle, but for Kill Team. So you start off and Zack has gone through and you've got a list of all the operatives. So you can pick an operative, and like Wordle, you have to, instead of getting the individual letters, you have to get you have to pick like the team name, how many APL they have, the faction, their base size, some of their weapon rules, and then what the operative is the final thing. So, so you start off, you can say like, you want to do like Death Corps, say Space Marine Captains, first one popped up. And so that's my first guess. And it comes up and it'll tell you the team, it'll tell you the APL, it'll tell you the faction and the weapon rules and the operative. And like Wordle, it's going to light up the ones that are actually correct. So if you got any of those, you can use those. So say you got say your base size is right and it's 40 millimeter base, but you got the faction wrong, you got the team wrong, so you can use those to kind of guess what it is. So it's a pretty fun game too, and it's interesting to go through and kind of test your Kill Team knowledge. I know I did a lot of switching back and forth between that and kind of the Kill Team app because I don't know the names of any of the operatives. Like if I didn't know that the Blooded, their names aren't like Blooded Corpsmen. It's like
Traitor Guardsman.
Yeah. I just thought he was like the blooded sniper. Like I didn't know that.
Chaos guys are enough. 28 mil. I'm doing the daily one for it right now, and
Oh, there's a daily one, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. But it's a fun little thing. So you can use some of the things to narrow stuff down. So you say if you get a 25 millimeter base, there's only certain teams that have 25 millimeter bases, or maybe you get and the factions are kind of like super factions almost, because you'll have Tyranids, you have Chaos, you have Imperium, you'll have it's going to be Tau Empire, which is going to be Vespids, Stealth Suits, Pathfinders, and Kroot. And so it's a neat little game. So I've been playing it at work a little bit and really enjoying it. Connor, you've played a few games too, right?
Yeah, I'm doing the daily one right now. Speaking of blooded, I don't feel, or it's a blooded operative. I know that much. I'm on guess 5 now, and I'm trying to narrow it down.
Yeah. Since you gave me a little hint, I just started from there. So
cheating prick.
So you're
I know who it is.
You're doing the same one. So but you can see I've gotten so I typed in Trader Chieftain and I've got it lit up as blooded was correct. The APL was correct at 2. The faction is Chaos. The base is 25 millimeters. Then it gives me some weapon rules. It says this has piercing and range. So I mean, I'm thinking it's going to be like the Trader Sharpshooter. Or does he have piercing?
No, not at all. That's a terrible guess in terms of piercing.
Trader Sharpshooter. Oh, Trader Gunner. Let me try the Trader Gunner. Whoops. Nope, didn't get it. So, blast, devastating, saturate, piercing, and range. So, but you can use these clues to kind of narrow it down, and it's a fun little game. And you can he's got a daily one, and you can also play it the random ones too.
Any operative. It's really cool, Zach. This is a crazy fun game. I've done like a dozen of them already. And yeah, Chuck, with the keywords there, who on the blooded has saturate and blast?
It's got to be the grenade guy, right?
Yeah.
I think I already did this one at work today, actually. So I should have got that easier. Yeah. But yeah, so you can use the keywords to kind of narrow down. It can help you increase your kill team knowledge a little bit. To dig into teams and operatives that you may not have never actually seen, and it's just kind of a fun distraction. Another way to get a little bit of kill team in your day if you can't actually play and you're tired of talking to people in Discord or surfing Reddit. So
yeah. But hey, and there you go. That's my score for today, the one I just did.
So what'd you get? I think I got it in 5 today. I think I did a screenshot.
I messed up guessing Goremongers a second time because they're all on 32s, and I always kind of forget that Felgor are also 32s. They're like 28s in my brain. But I was thinking like range and saturate and chaos. There's only so many, and so that's why I was thinking range and saturate. I was thinking psychers on a 32 millimeter. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I was thinking 32, and I think I typed in the wrong Felgor Flux Spray. I don't think that's the guy that's their psychic, but I don't know the Felgor names.
Yeah. But yeah, like fun little distraction. Like, and Zack also took some feedback on it too, because when it first came out, it didn't have the weapon rules. Yeah. And I was saying, Zack, like, hey,
Imperium on a 25 millimeter would be impossible. And
yeah, but you can some of those things really help narrow it down. And so he added the weapon rules in there too. And like once you get kind of some of the, like you get the base size, you can start narrowing it down by faction. And then once you get the faction narrowed down, you can start to narrow it down by team. Maybe APL is really helpful.
Yeah, the only thing I'd like to see is for faction. Never mind. Maybe it was when it was on my phone. It was giving me an issue with that. I couldn't see all the possible values of it, but now I can. So, yeah,
you can. I never really. I think it does have on the phone. It has it has the question mark there. So I've never even used that until I was playing with it on my computer. But yeah. So
factions is specific. Why do Tyranid have their own faction? What? Just put them under Xenos. That's too easy.
Yeah, there's still like 4 teams because you've got Raveners, you've got Brood Brothers, you've got
I guess that's true. Okay,
what's the Warp Coven? Those all fall under Tyranid. Yeah.
Warp Coven?
Excuse me.
Wormblade, Chuck, come on. Yeah. We're a Kill Team podcast.
Yeah, we're the most Kill Team podcast out there.
How many are there on Orcs? There's only 2 Orc teams.
Just 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not too bad, but got a bunch of different base sizes in the Orcs too. So that's I always start with like Deathcore somebody from Deathcore Creed because they're Imperium. They've got a small base, and so you can go from there. So, but check it out. So, kill Teadle disregarding dice. killteadle.disregardingdice.com. So, and like I said, we'll put it in the show notes. The day this episode comes out is the world premiere of it. Zack actually he put it out for our Patreons. Hey, another Patreon bonus. You got to play with something like this early. So, but it's a fun little game. I really enjoyed it. What's the do you know the fastest you've gotten one yet, Connor?
Probably 3 right here. I typed in my normal starting guess of Skitarii Vanguard Alpha, and I got 4 greens, a yellow, and a red. So can I grab the right Vanguard here is the real question. Is it the Dictat or the Surveyor? Let's go with the Dictat. No,
Always go with the Dictat.
Yeah, it was a Surveyor probably.
Yeah.
And if it's not, I'm going to be really confused.
It's neat to see stuff like that. I know a lot of people in the community are working on their own things, and a lot of times just, they make another app that has the operatives in it. So it's neat to see Zack's branching out on stuff. So, but Connor, did you see this week? Did you see the new Jump Captain?
The Chaplain?
Yeah,
he's pretty cool. He's a lot more exciting of a model reveal, it looks like, than the Vanguard Vets. People seem to like this one.
Yeah, no, they just recently revealed a new.
Ooh, you could paint this guy.
I could paint that guy, yeah, but I mean, I kind of want to keep that guy.
I'm sure you'll end up with 3 boxes. This is you we're talking about.
I'm gonna buy a single box, and I may only buy the single box just because of that. So I haven't played 40K in years, and I don't know, unless something crazy comes out in this edition, I don't know that it's gonna bring me back.
What if Blood Angels get the actual models they should have had?
I'd probably just find a way to use them in Kill Team.
That's fair.
I told you that the only thing I've played since the last, so I played one 40K tournament 3 years ago, maybe, and I haven't played a single game of anything else until you and I played Bud Bowl like a month and a half ago. So it's all been just Kill Team.
God, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm deep into
Kill Team. You're all in the teaming of killing.
Yeah, even though I don't play it as much as I'd even like to. So we're gonna get a game this weekend.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, because I'm coming down to Portland.
Yeah, you're coming down to Portland. We're gonna hang out. Portland, Vancouver.
Portland. I'm going to Portland, but Vancouver's nearby, so I get to come bother you for a day.
Yeah. What? So, and we talked about this a little bit, and you want to play Descent, right?
Yeah, Descent. I've been having a blast with it, and let's cut back. The Chaplain. What did you want to talk about? We're just like, he's cool.
Oh, no. I just wanted to. It's exciting to see that there's new. They're giving us a little bit more finally too.
Yeah.
Something. I mean, this is going to be one of the centerpiece models of that box, I'm sure. Like they gave us the Weird Boy last week. They gave us the Boss Knob a while ago, which the Boss Knob, I wasn't really that impressed with the Boss Knob.
He's cool, but like it's just an orc, and I'm not. I know you're like the biggest orc guy, but I'm not.
Orciest guy, Yeah. Boss Knob, I mean, he's all right. I think there's other ones. I'm looking at him right now. He's got it looks like a gray beard, but it's a iron like jaw thing that he's got over the top.
Yeah.
So, no, I was just excited for the new Chaplain. He's got the new thing apparently seems to be in either jumping off a tactical rock or flying off a smoke.
Yep, we were talking about that. It's just the model looks great, and then you look at the bottom, and I just think that stuff looks so goofy. I get they don't like the clear plastic flight stands, but I've never used, or I have some, but I've never actually built them, so I don't know how often they break. But I have a few flying planes for Imperialis, and I feel like they could just use that. I've never had any of those break, and they feel really sturdy. So
maybe it's not even so much that they aren't sturdy, but they just don't want to use that plastic. Because if you think about it, like we've had like Vespids came out with a drone, and this is kind of one of the first new drones, at least I think we've seen, that has it's like on a rock essentially too.
How do the stealth suits drones come on?
Stealth suits are on the weird knob things.
Yeah, but like it's not the curved plastic; it's a straight up plastic, and that's what the planes are on. So I wonder if maybe that seems to be the difference for it.
Stealth suits, like I don't know if the stealth suits drones are actually new. I think they might just be. I've never really looked into it.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I kind of like that they're doing. I mean, it's either that or jumping off a rock. No, which like all the sanguinary guard are jumping off a rock. Dante's jumping off a rock. Yeah. So, but anyways, this weekend.
Yeah.
So what team are you gonna bring?
Probably more my Corsairs. After this, I'm going to be getting my base coat down on them. And you know me, I'm a relatively slow painter, but I'm at least trying to get all the green on them, or like the base armor dry brushed, or not dry brushed, but base coated today.
Yeah. What's your scheme?
I'm kind of doing like a Dark Angels one, where it's like the green armor. Here, these. This kind of like left, this closest one hanging down in the middle of my face is going to be like the dark, and then kind of these is like highlight colors, kind of like a more jade green, I guess, and then cream cloaks depending on like the model, and then red guns.
Cool.
Yeah.
And these are all kit bashed?
I mean, like they're light K-Bash. Only one of them is actually like anything other than just weapon swaps, really. Because Corsairs, I think, are a pretty solid kit. The main stuff just being a lot of them. I didn't put the little backpack, like dangly bit they have sticking up on. I just put like some Ranger from the Eldari Ranger kit. I put their backpacks on holding the rifles because I think that looked cooler.
What made you decide to go with Corsairs?
I've always thought they were fun. I've played against them a ton. So I've always been familiar with the team. They kind of fit my thing of like an elite-ish profile on a mid-range team. Like, you know, I like hitting on threes. I like saving on fours, but I like having trading-ish pieces. And I always thought they were neat. And we're doing the little mini campaign here up in the Bremerton area, so I wanted to do a new team.
Oh yeah, you're doing like a narrative thing, right?
Yeah. It's been pretty fun. Sam and Barry and Grant have been setting it up. And Sam and Barry have been doing a solid job. It's gonna be cool because we're gonna have like an actual little map that we move our essentially fire teams around. We have like 3 rosters of the same kill team, and we can all 3 rosters could absolutely be duplicates. But I'm gonna try and make them a little bit different to be like I have 3 Eldari teams running around, and if you move it into a zone on the map that an opponent moves it in, then you have a battle with them type of deal.
Okay, so is it how are the teams set up? Is it just everybody for themselves?
Pretty much, yeah. Everyone for themselves.
Trying to take lands, or
yeah. I'm not sure actually what the winning conditions are. They haven't really fully revealed that because, you know, this is their first time running something like this. But it's me on Eldari. Alejandro is playing Warp Coven. Max is playing Blades of Cain. Grant is doing his Celestines. Olivia, I believe, is doing her Mandrakes.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh my god, Scott is playing his Deathwatch veterans. And I think that's all 6 people playing. And hopefully I haven't forgotten anyone because I'd feel bad. My bad.
If you did, you'll mention them in like 3 weeks. So
100%.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I've actually got a league coming up myself that's starting. It's going to be a 12-week league where you play 6 games. It's the Vancouver scene down here. I talked about it a little bit before. Need to,
yeah. You're doing
actually. I think I'm going to do Nemesis Claw. So, and that's part of the reason I've been messing around with Nemesis Claw, just because I was talking to Sean and I was talking about what team I should do, and he was saying, I was like, should I do my Murder Wing? And he was saying that I should do a team that really I need to focus on my positioning and stuff and get my core gameplay down before something like Murder Wing that kind of breaks the game. So I think and I have my Nemesis Claw halfway painted. So still working on the Murder Wing, but they're pretty, I'm kind of stuck with them. I'm trying to figure out what I'm at the point where I need to really work on the hard stuff, and I need to dig deep into the non-metallic metal that I, for some fucking reason, committed to.
Truck, it only looks good from one angle, as Nick always says.
I know. So I got to find that angle is what it is.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, that's that actually starts on Sunday, so I'll be able to get like one more rep in and maybe not cheat like I did against Sam this week.
Way to go.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever.
Well, hey,
he didn't know his rules, and I didn't know his rules either. So
yeah, like I told you, you got to build some warriors with chainswords, especially if there's going to be some Celestines in the league.
Yeah. No, I think so would you say you drop the Ventriloquar then against them?
Probably. Like, I mean, if he can't use his shit, he's just a warrior with a chainsword. So it's better just to have an actual warrior with a chainsword, and that way when you get them below half health, you have lethal 5. So that way their damage reduction isn't as brutal.
What about dropping dropping him for like the heavy gunner.
Oh, I mean, that works too. But I actually am a big proponent of, I think their warriors are crazy good. Especially because with the sisters, it's a little bit harder because they're at 8 health. But you charge on 3. If you can get a lucky crit, you hit them down. Like you can 2-tap them in theory if you get a solid damage roll on the We Have Come For You.
Yeah. I don't, and that's the thing is I didn't build any warriors. I think I've got them around
I'm
here
sure
somewhere.
you've got Chaos Marines, and if you find out you don't have some, I'll bring some with me. I've got dozens.
I know I have Chaos Marines, and I know I have the Nemesis Claw because I think I've only built 8 of the operatives, and I think that was one of the boxes that came with 10. So
yeah, it's just it's a 10-man box for sure.
My only thing though is I don't know. I got to see if I have in my notes. I don't know if I have my paint scheme down anymore because I did I airbrushed them the armor, and I'm also terrified of having to go back and paint more trim because I did all the trim and like the brass.
Yeah.
Part of the reason that I really like my Murder Wing is that there's no trim on them, so I don't have to worry about it.
CritCon, how's that planning going? I don't know how much you can talk about it, but
I mean it's going.
Yeah.
We need to. We're looking to release the Kill Scream tickets soon. If you're hearing this, we're going to release tickets, and we're probably going to release the first batch of tickets at a discount. So if you were looking for a probably a 10% discount, so instead of being $100, you'll be $90 for the first probably 30 people that get in. So we want to give an early bird bonus on those. I got to get together with Tyler, and we got to get a bunch of stuff. It's kind of like we got stuff floating around. There's just quite a bit to do left on it, and I don't have I've got a lot of other stuff going on, and so we just need to work on it.
Nice. Well, I'm sure it's a hectic process, but I'm excited. That's right. Fuck. I need to get some. I made playoffs for Blood Bowl, but I need to reach out to some of the like big Blood Bowl organizers I know exist over in Tacoma and be like, hey, Tacoma GW kind of fucked you guys over. You know who won't? Us. And come set up an event. We'd love to have you.
There's a lot of you just keep getting more and more interest. Like we've had a few extra vendors reach out to us. I think we're expanding the hobby classes.
Is Nick teaching any?
We're gonna make Nick teach something.
Yes.
I think he's gonna teach like faces or something. We're still gonna have all the artists we had from last year as well too. One of the guy from Brush Wielders Union.
Ooh, that'll be awesome.
He's gonna be here. Somebody's talking about doing maybe like a printing class, I think too, and then Brandon Bean's actually going to do a Kill Team Tactics class, I think, on probably Friday night.
Ooh, so hey, take that, and then you'll win the GT.
Yeah, the night before Kill Scream, Brandon's going to be doing an in-person lesson, so I think that's going to be neat because I know I've done those. When I've gone to Adepticon and stuff, I've done those, and it was cool to talk tactics in person with people and be able to bounce your ideas off stuff. So,
yeah.
But yeah, a lot of we'll shooting for maybe June to launch most of it. But like we did last year, we kind of launched a chunk of it, and then every week we were adding new stuff. So there's a lot of stuff to do. I'm sure it's going to be great again this year. Sad news, where we had the first CritCon, Lloyd Center is officially closing.
Oh damn!
End of this month or maybe August or something.
What's any idea?
Officially closing.
Any idea what they're going to do with the space after it?
They're going to tear it to. I mean, they're building a concert venue on part of it right now. I think they're gonna do what they do with everything now. They're gonna make it like multi-use, like shop and
build some multi-use developments.
Yeah, apartments and stuff like that too.
Nice.
So it's gonna be sad, but it also the
Sorry,
Ghost Mall.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah. We should eventually, when CritCon's like as big as Nova and Adepticon, we should reach out to Portland and ask them to put a plaque there. But like the first ever CritCon was hosted at this exact location. We'll have it be as close to where the H&M was.
Even better, we just go put a plaque there and don't ask Portland.
I mean, that's true. I don't, depending on how disruptive of a plaque it is, I'm sure they wouldn't mind too much.
I mean,
people hang up posters on power poles and stuff for like concerts and shit. We can put one that's a little bit more permanent on a light pole.
I mean, if it looks looks good. Who's going to question it? I mean, people are going
Exactly.
to go up there and be like, "Oh man, like what happened here? Oh, CritCon. Oh, okay.
What's that? I should
You know,
check that out. And then we have more people show up.
there you go." So, and then the city of Portland's coming after us. I mean, it's not even going to be a city of Portland thing. It's a private place that has it anyway. So yeah, but yeah. So we'll have more information about that coming soon. But
speaking of Brandon Bean, I'll be playing at his event on Sunday. So after SCU and we drive back up Sunday morning, Sarah's dropping me off in Tacoma, and either I'll have to get a ride home. I guess I should figure out who's going and see. I'm sure someone from Kids Tap's going down, and I'll be like, "Hey, here's $10, drive me home."
that's a problem for future Connor.
Yeah, that's a future Connor problem. Current Connor is high on pills.
Yeah, because you had your well, maybe we'll get into the after show.
Yeah, we mentioned in the after show. I had like a very minor surgery, and my feet feel fucking wild. But
so Connor's doped up.
Yeah, happy weed
doing
day.
his own 420 celebration. So
this is a day late.
Yeah. One last thing, Connor, you have big beef with the new Red Corsairs.
I do. I want to specify. I've beef with the poses on the Raiders. I think the captain looks great. I think the Raider poses, a lot of them just don't read right to me.
I don't get that at all.
I don't either.
I've looked at any of those and like been.
I remember
Nick and I both think you're crazy.
That's totally fair. I'm probably tripping out here, but I remember I mentioned it one time a while back in Hobby Chat, and I got a few people that like I kind of see where you're coming from. So that made me feel at least I'm not too insane.
Yeah, now Nick and I every time somebody puts one of those on like Kill Team on like Kill Team Reddit, like Nick and I send a message to Nick with it. I'd be like, these guys are just falling over. And Nick's like sends a bunch of gifts to me with like people rolling on the ground.
God
and stuff.
damn it! I knew this was going to be a thing.
I literally had the like the Battle Force box in my hand the other day because now I'm like, well, now I have to make this team. I have to make this team that's falling over. So. Yeah, like, I think they're such cool sculpts.
Like, I think they are pretty solid
better
sculpts.
than any loyalist thing that's come out in a long time.
I'm trying to think like what my favorite Space Marine.
I mean the Space Wolves, Space Wolf refresh has been really.
Yeah,
good.
I mean that was a great refresh. Yeah, I think the problem is a lot of my favorite Space Marines are Heresy Marines. So I'm a dirty non-40Ker. I just here this image in particular, I'll put in VC, is when I saw it, and I don't know. A few of the guys just look weird, and their poses, it just looks off, which is a shame because I think they're great kits. I love the bits, but I just feel like the way the front of the torso compared to the back of the torso is at like an uneven angle, it creates this kind of weird thing I see with their heads. And
all right, we'll throw it in there. I'll put it in the video.
Yeah. Particularly, for example, when I was chatting about this, like, I was like, the green one just feels like he's like his leg out to the side is odd. The orange guy's head, is like just it looks squat. It looks too squat. I guess is the best way to feel like I just see a lot of the heads on these models used.
I don't know. I just like, they look fine.
I don't know.
I don't know where you get that from.
I don't either. I'm just it's just off to me, and I'm just high at this point.
The only thing that I don't like is I don't like that they like I don't like the yellow or the kind of tan guy on the left that has like no chest decoration.
Oh, this is like
the chest plate.
It's very bulky.
Yeah. No.
It is a weird, like, it's supposed to be, I'm assuming, Mark III almost, but it doesn't look like Mark III much from what I understand of Mark III. But whatever. I'm just high. I think the kit is pretty cool. I'm excited by a lot of the bits. It also has some really great, like, I do like the green guy, even though I think his pose is weird. I love how a lot of them have the bandolier across them, which is really fun.
Yeah.
But,
no, I like all the extra accoutrements that they have, where they've got a bunch of extra things on them.
I think something about it doesn't read right to me, which is fine. Not every kit can please every person.
It has to, or people on the internet
people lose their shit. Yeah, like personally, I don't think. I think while the assault veteran they showed off is a little bland, I think it's fine. It doesn't look that different to me. I think it's maybe missing like one or two details, but when we see the full squad, it'll be fine. And I'm willing to bet like the multi-part kit will be even better, so it'll be okay. But
yeah, I mean, when you have like 20 of them, sitting on the table. It's not going to make a big deal, but just
A single
they put
image
out
of
the
it,
red
yeah.
Corsairs. I mean, you just compare to the red Corsairs, which came out like, I don't know. I mean, that's they've got a lot more flair.
That is definitely true. I'm curious how much of it is when they do these launch boxes in the actual monopose. How much of it do they try and reduce flair and complications? A, because they're trying to put a lot of plastic in as little, accessories as possible, and B, since the whole thing is it's supposed to be what gets brand new players. Do they in theory try and minimize flair so that way it's easier to paint for new players? Like if you just go into a Warhammer store and buy that box and the like get starting paint set where it gives you 20 paints and like 2 paintbrushes, is that in theory like something they concern themselves with?
I don't know. You had I mean, you had a couple editions ago. You had the Plague Marines.
Mm,
They've got a ton of shit
that's
all over
true.
them.
So who knows? Maybe I'm high.
And then what after that? I mean, the Necrons they got. I mean,
Necrons are,
Dominus
yeah.
were whatever.
I mean, Necrons are always going to
The
be pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. But the Space Marines came in that. You had, I mean, it's just you had the Intercessor. I think you had Assault Intercessors in that box.
and the Outriders were the main
You had
ones.
Blade Guard in that too.
Yeah.
So they had a little bit of flair. And then the last box, I'm trying to think what we got. We got the Stern Guard.
The Stern Guards, which again, the monopose had a little bit less decoration than the multi-part kit, especially on like one or two of them. Where it was like, this is barely a Stern Guard.
I'm trying to remember what else was in the Leviathan box.
I mean, Tyranids and shit, but it was a it was like 2 or 3 characters in Terminator armor. You had Terminators, and then you had the cool like Tyranid veteran lieutenant.
Yeah, you had the Pyreblaster guys.
Oh yeah,
that was kind of the line troop that you had was the flamethrower Pyreblaster dudes. So
and now we're getting tactical Marines or Intercessors again.
Yep, but they'll be jump pack Intercessors at least.
No, I mean, like, actually, we're getting Intercessors again. Remember, everyone was like, "This isn't a new Intercessor. Why are we doing this again?"
Yeah. So, well, are you gonna get that box?
Maybe we'll see. I might like split it with someone for if some of the Space Marine models really call to me. But I'm not a huge Orc player, and I have enough Space Marines that I don't need to have an immediate desire to grab some unless like one of the characters I'm like, oh, I want that type of thing.
I'll probably get that box just because it's always those boxes are such a good deal.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, the launch boxes and the new jump chaplain looks awesome too. So, but well, you know what else is awesome?
Our Patreons.
Yes. So thank you everyone. Patreon.com/VoxCascadia podcast. Thank you everybody who helps support the show so we can come and talk about bullshit for an hour every week.
Yay.
Yeah. Top tier Patreon, Sam got, and the benefit of being top tier Patreon, I buy you Thai food. So
that's a good deal. Thai food's probably like 2 or 3 months of our Patreon, depending on how much it is.
It was, yeah. Although maybe Jenna paid for it. Max, Zarin in the Zarin tier at 1569. Cody, Zack, go check out disregardingdice.com. Greg, Rob McLeod, the Hobby Highlander. Sorry that LAFC is taking a shit. Ryan Hagedorn, James Nevitt, Happy Stick, OG Yog, Adam, who again, thank you so much for bringing Morning Glory Milking Farm into my life. Tanner, Troy, Jenna, Sean, Nick, Scott, Keaton, Thomas, Mark Meyer from Vox Scream, William Klaus, Tristan Hunter, Riley, Trench Fever, and Evan. So thank you everybody who helps support the show. You join our Patreon, you get some extra bullshit. So
you're great.
You get
a sticker.
You get a sticker, yes. If you haven't got your sticker yet, let me know.
Reach out. We'll try and fix that.
We got a few we need to pass out. And we do an extra like 15 minutes of nonsense each week. It's a little more loose. It's a little less like.
You'll get to hear my horror story for the next 6 months as I go through this weird life process.
Yeah. Tyler was going to tell us his story about how him and his WoW guild got kicked out of an Applebee's, but we'll have to get that one next week. So, I'm at Painting Cave Minis. Connor's at Spanway on everything. Tyler's at Lowbrow Minis. Dicer.bigcartel.com is where you can find his shirts. Patreon.com/VoxCascadia podcast. We're Vox Cascadia on YouTube. And yeah, you can do the outro.
We love you, Have a great night.
What? That's not it.
It's close enough. I wanted to put
All right.
a Connor spin on it.
Give me a real, like, I want like a real sultry one though. I want Sierra to be like worried who you're talking to.
We love you. Good night.